Can I not talk about Renee Rapp?
The internet's like, we don't like her.
Ah, clock that tea.
Welcome everybody to the Out of the Box podcast. And today we're minus one of our co-hosts. Chloe's not here, but we do have, of course, myself, Elvira, and Johnny. And Chloe, you are here in spirit.
Yes, she is.
The schedules had some scheduling, and since all my fault, of course, so instead it's just going to be the two of us, and we're going to talk about a few different topics today. Also, do our out of the box segment that we've been adding into our episodes. First off, how are you doing, Johnny, this week?
Doing absolutely amazing. I just finished my custom that I showed you before we started recording, which I'm going to be taking pictures and posting on my Instagram soon. So stay tuned for that. But that's what I've been working on. I'm really proud of it. I can't wait for everyone to see. So that's what I've been working on. It's a proud little project that my little baby.
Stunning, stunning. Like when you showed it to me, I literally was like, "Oh, you bought that? Like that looks like something that was manufactured because it looks too perfect." So I'm very excited for everybody to see it. So if you're not already following Johnny, make sure to follow Johnny on Johnny's Toy World on Instagram,
I
so
don't
that
know.
you can see all of. Again, it's just so good. After I saw that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I want one." So not open for commissions yet, but one day maybe.
Maybe if the price
Maybe.
is right.
That see, it all comes down to it. Yeah. One thing though we wanted to talk about this episode, which last episode we did talk about like some new dolls coming out, and we did hit up, of course, a lot of the main manufacturer companies that are out, which is like MGA, Mattel, because that's what's on the shelves, and also that's what we genuinely like. Johnny, Chloe, and I are really huge Rainbow High fans, so we tend to lean and talk about Rainbow High quite a bit. But I did see a lot of comments of people saying like, "Hey, there are other doll brands. They're smaller doll brands, but they're still out there." So we wanted to touch a little bit on some of the maybe not in your face when you walk down the aisle, they're all there. Sometimes there's only like two or three of those, but they are still dolls that we do love and appreciate. And I did just post actually today, which will be a few days into the past. A doll by Purpose Toys, which they created an 18-inch doll that I thought is really, really, really pretty. I did get her on clearance, which helped, but Purpose Toys does make a lot of dolls now. They're doing Naturalistas, Latinistas. It's under the Just Play umbrella because I guess they joined forces with that manufacturer. I think they're really cute. What are your thoughts on all those dolls?
I think the ones you posted were I think those are so cute. I've only seen them once in the store, but when it comes to like Latinistas, I'm obsessed with Latinistas.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. I love Latinistas so much. The thing about Latinistas with me is I just wish they came out with more product. I'm here for Latinistas. I want to see, I want just so much more from Latinistas. I can see them becoming so huge, and I just love the representation of the culture and everything. And especially, I could see those I connect with those dolls personally. So I'm just I'm ready to see more if they do come out with more. I know they've been on the shelves for a while now. They're even clearancing them out. So I just really hope that we get some new product. And the same goes with Naturalistas as well. I'm really rooting for both of those companies.
Yeah, I loved that with Naturalistas, they did come out with fashion packs. I love the little robe. I think that was probably one of their best-selling ones because I've seen so
Oh
many people
yes,
post
I
pictures of the
love the
robe.
robe.
So cute.
Mhm.
I feel like you could even dye it, make it different colors, like be really like creative with it. And I
Stop! I
agree
didn't
with
think of
you.
that.
I I feel like they released a little bit and it sold. I personally feel like I've seen a lot of people buy the Latinistas and Naturalista dolls, and then it kind of like I agree with you, it just stopped. I know there was talks of them doing like more styling heads, and I know they did do a Naturalista styling
Yes,
head, but I didn't see a Latinista styling head. But I would have liked to have seen maybe Latinista like fashion packs expanding on that. And I
they do have fashion packs.
oh, for just Latinistas?
Latinistas do have fashion packs. I have all three.
Oh, really? See, I never saw that. My stores
Yeah.
only got the
I
Naturalistas.
think they're Amazon exclusives
Eh,
for the fashion packs. I think that's what it is because I did get them
Um,
on Amazon.
See, well, see, I feel like that also limits it right there because if I saw it in stores, like the robe, I don't even remember seeing it on Amazon for the Naturalistas line. I just saw it at Target one day and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, this is cute. And I picked it up. So, see, I was like out of the loop with the Latinistas one because it wasn't readily available at retailers, which
Mhm.
is kind of sad. I just hope they don't completely go away. Especially after just being out, I think last summer, early fall was when they were launching for Latinistas, and I would like to see more from them. Now, with the 18-inch dolls, those have all clearanced out from Purpose Toys because they were called oh gosh, I already forgot the abbreviations for the college because they're
Something
based off of the
CU,
college.
something CU. No,
HBCU, but YOU, like HBCU. And I thought they're great 18-inch dolls. The bodies are great, the hair is great. But unfortunately, I got her on clearance too. So I'm just concerned for Purpose Toys. I wonder why. Like, why is it not working? Like, are they just not marketing enough? Could that be it? Because I don't really see them marketing like I don't see like tons of ads anywhere for them. So I wonder if that is maybe like one of the root of the problems,
yeah, I
possibly.
have noticed that the social medias for these types of for those brands have gone pretty stale. I don't think Latinistas has posted something in a long time, and we partnered with them. So if you guys were following us, we did partner with them for Day of the Dead, and I think that's kind of one of like the last big campaigns we've seen from them. So they've been pretty quiet since, and I think the other companies have as well.
Yeah, that makes me sad. I feel like, yeah, I mean, I feel so lucky that we were able to work with them. But yeah, after that, it kind of just died off. So I hope it doesn't go anywhere. But one
I
doll
hope
that
they're just cooking. They're getting their
Yeah, I hope they're
ideas.
just
They're
working
for a
on
new
something
wave. Yeah.
new. Yeah, I would love to see an expansion of that. But some dolls I noticed that, like, for example, Target that are right next to those is Fresh Dolls and Fresh Beats. Those I've actually seen like right next to them actually. And so sad the other day I had to go to Target and I was like, of course, walk down the doll aisle. And they
As
had
one
Fresh
should.
Beats for $6.
Oh wow, $6.
$6. Yes. So I picked up an extra one because I wanted an extra coat.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, I'll buy you for the pieces for sure." Um, and that's kind of sad. That's concerning too because I know that there's webisodes being planned for Fresh Beats. So
Mhm.
it's kind of concerning that the doll is clearance before the show comes out. I don't know.
Yeah, that is or maybe because I know that they teased us with new dolls. So maybe they're trying to get more shelf space for the newer dolls.
Maybe.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it has been pretty recent, so I don't know if they should be on clearance yet, especially with the webisodes coming out. So that maybe will bring a new audience in or some more interest. So they might want to get those dolls, and I think should still be regular price.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're clearing them out so fast. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering if it's maybe like I agree with you. Um, Shelf space is limited when it comes to, like obviously like you see Barbie has a whole aisle, right? Well, a lot of these smaller companies don't have the option to really purchase that big of a spot. So maybe they only have like this much, which for those of you listening and not seeing, tiny space, right? Imagine a tiny space. Uh, so yeah, maybe they can't have all the three original Fresh Beats with the two, I think it's only supposed to be two new characters.
Mhm.
So maybe they have to clearance out the old ones to put the new ones to replace it. That sounds very logical to me. Um, it's sad though, because I don't want them to go clearance. I think they're cute. We don't want them to go away. We love Dr. Lisa and her brand, but yeah, that's honestly something really, yeah, I've noticed
Yeah, it
but
is
only at my
sad.
Target.
But
So
I did have noticed that just in general, dolls are going on clearance faster than usual. Because even like I think Chloe said last week, the swim dolls, like the Rainbow High swim dolls, those are already on clearance. So I
insane,
think in general,
insane,
all the
insane.
dolls, which is good for us, but it's kind of sad if you think about the process of a doll going on clearance. So I think I don't know, it's good in a way, and it's also bad.
I agree. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe see then that makes me think for the doll community itself, is there a shift in what people are liking in combination with quality going down on a lot of these dolls? Unfortunately, I know again, we talk about Rainbow High a lot, but I mean that is one thing that's why I think a lot of them are going on clearance and why they're going on sale. Like Amazon had the swim dolls down to I think $11,
Yeah,
the budget swim
yeah, yeah.
line. People just aren't buying it. Is that what it's coming down to? So they're like, well, I guess we got to put these on sale, only being out for 2 months because no one's purchasing them. And so I think it's a combination of a shift happening where doll collectors are finding different interests. I have seen a lot of people talk and post about like integrity dolls, which yes, much higher price point, but if you don't buy for Rainbow High dolls, then you can buy one Integrity. So is there a shift possibly happening where people now are buying maybe better quality dolls, saving their money and buying something else that isn't on a Target shelf? Have you been seeing any of that, do you feel like, or a shift happening?
Just not for me personally, but I the only integrity doll I have is that Trixie Mattel integrity doll,
Me
which of
too.
course I couldn't miss on that one. But I do see online of like all the new integrity dolls that come out, and they're so good. Like the which the one that came out that had a bunch of like, is it like they're like Seven Deadly Sins ones or something like that?
Yes, the 7 Deadly Sins are
Those were
so
so good. I
beautiful.
love those. Those were so pretty. Oh, but
Oh, I
I
love
think it's
those.
the thinking of like I can get one Integrity doll or a bunch of other dolls, and I personally would choose to get a bunch more than just one. So I guess
But we were
it's some
getting that
people have like
quality,
the
though.
yes,
You
they
know,
were.
when we think about
Mhm.
Rainbow High, though, the little, like, buckles, things in that again, was it the exact level of Integrity Dolls? No, but fabrics and texture, it was just a it was as good as you're gonna get by walking
Yeah.
into a Target or Walmart, you know? And I think losing that, I had like I said, I've seen more people, at least personally, I guess, in my doll circle of dolls, my circle of people, do see a lot more of that happening, and I don't blame people, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, we're losing quality in retail stores, so, like, let's buy stuff online. I see it. I see it happening. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. I feel like there was another brand that I wanted to bring up that oh, the VIP dolls.
Yes.
VIP, yes. Those are new. Well, not new per se, because they
They
were
had
released in
though I
Europe.
think those started with like the VAP pets. They used to be pets first, and then
Mhm.
they came out with dolls, which the dolls are really cute.
Yeah, so they were initially launched in the UK. The packaging has changed, and there's a reduction of accessories in the packaging, but the price point I think is also a little less. So they were, like I said, last year released in the UK. I forgot they also had their a name was slightly different. Now I think they're called like VIP Makeover or something,
Yeah.
right? Makeover,
Yeah, something like that. Because
and
you
they're
do
retailing 17.97. I think is what I saw for
It's
them.
pretty good. They're
Yeah.
by the company is IMC Toys. I did
Mhm,
research that, and
mhm.
if you're not familiar with them, they make the crybabies. I think those are more common, but yeah, it's the same company, same umbrella.
And they have inset eyes, which I'm a sucker for inset eyes.
I know, I
So
love the inside eyes.
I'm really excited about those. I know Melissa found it in her area up north, but I did check at my Walmart and they weren't on the shelf yet.
And honestly, the fashion is really cute. I like their outfits. There's one where it's green and like I think pink. There's like patchwork, and she's really pretty. I think it's Megan. I'm not sure, but
I'm
I
excited
don't
to
have
see
any of
them.
them myself.
I'm excited to see them in person, but they are already starting to hit shelves. So anyone, definitely go start checking it out. Those I'm excited for. I think with IMC, they're so stuck in the baby doll world that
Yeah.
they did do also the BFF dolls. Like they were like maybe
Oh, yeah.
8 inch, 7, 8 inch
Hmm.
dolls. And I loved those. I thought they were so cute. I did a video of the one with the unicorn. Again, there's baby doll, but they were a little taller. So they're like, but they weren't toddler dolls like the Disney toddler dolls. So they're kind of like an in between. But this is like a venture for them going into the 11-inch fashion doll
Hmm.
size. But so far, from all the European unboxings I've seen, overall very positive. So I'm hoping that they didn't reduce the quality for a US release, but you
Hmm.
never know. You never know.
Yeah, I like how they're interactive. I did see that they have a string in the back of their head where you pull, and they get buns. It's kind of like interactive, like the hairstyle changes when you pull the string, which I think is so cool because back in the day, Novi Stars had dolls that did that too, and I loved it. I love like you would pull the string and their hair would be curly, would become curly. So like with them, you pull the string and they get buns on their head, which
I
is so
didn't know
cute.
that. I did not know
I
that.
did my
Oh,
research for this episode.
I know. See, you're so good at that. You're good with the notes. See, I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Okay, now I want her even more.
Yeah, they're so cute. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I love
I
that.
just saw the one, but I don't know if all of them have different things whenever you pull the string. So, but I
They
do know
were
one of them they have buttons.
well, they were popping up on Walmart, but so far Walmart.com only had two. I don't know
Hmm.
anything more than that for the US release, so we'll see, I
Yeah,
guess.
because I've seen people find them at Walmart, but I don't know if I've seen people are there if they're coming to Target or other retailers. I've only seen them specifically at Walmart.
I wonder if they're exclusive. Possibly. maybe.
Because
I
I
don't
think the
know.
crybabies are at Target.
That is true. I have seen them at Target. Hmm. They could also just be testing it because sometimes that companies will do that where they'll test it in one retailer or they'll have exclusivity for like a month and then
Oh
they'll test
yeah, that is
everybody
very
else.
true. Hmm.
Because I haven't seen them on Amazon either. Either way, I'm very excited. I think out of a lot of the newer stuff, when it comes to the low, not budget friendly, but like anything under $30, like those are probably the ones I'm most excited about. I
Yeah,
really,
I
really
definitely
want
am
to get my
curious
hands on
about
one.
them. Yeah, I might just grab. Very much a person where like if I'm interested in a doll line, but like I don't want to collect, I'll just get one. Like I have one mermaids. Maybe I'll have one of these.
You only have one mermaids?
Hmm. I just have Chanel,
Oh, I have
but she is my favorite
too many.
character. I needed to get her.
I have too many. It's a little bit of a problem. I may have doubles of them. Like I really, I at first didn't get into them as much. Like I liked the one I had because she was like the rock and roll
Mhm.
one. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be good. And then I went opposite end and bought
Oh,
everything.
they're just
And
swimming into your house. They're just
yeah, they just swam into my house. They just made their way in,
don't
and
know
then
how they
I
got
went
here.
nuts. And then when they went on clearance, I went even wilder. So I can't help it. Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, so I mean, there are a lot of other doll brands that are tapping into the doll market. I just feel like,
Hmm.
unfortunately, when it comes down to it all comes down to money, right? So these big companies have the opportunity to really market, buy the shelf space, get the dolls out there versus, like I hope IMC Toys is at more retailers and makes it more available for more people, but
Yeah.
sometimes they can't. And that's at where I think sometimes is like the nail in the coffin for some of these doll lines is like, oh, well, guess what? They're only available at this one spot and not everybody can get it at that one spot.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah,
tough.
but one thing that does buy a lot of shelf space are mini brands, mini brands, and like all of the mystery toys. I have seen that it's just taking over the shelves
Yeah.
because they have like 3/4 at my Target at least 3/4 of the shelf, and then 1/4 is like a little like OMG little shelf and all the
Hmm.
tots. And everything else is like mini brands. It has the Make It minis. Those are
Yep.
new as well. And then they have a bunch of like the AFMAO, just a bunch of blind boxes. I guess they're making a resurgence because they're everywhere. Because not only are they there, they're like at the little end caps, and then like you'll go to a different section, and then I'll see like the KFC blind balls. I'm like, oh my God, there's like so many everywhere. They have like that. They have
They're
the
so
sneakers. They have purses. They have
well
like,
made though.
mhm,
That's what got me into them, because they're just so intricate on some of the pieces that I'm like, these are so cute. I need all of them. Because I mean, surprise toys were really popular, what, about 10 years ago? But I feel like these particular surprise toys are very intricate, detailed, and they're mini versions of things that we have. And I feel like that's what really sells it is that they keep the detail in and who doesn't want a cute little sub sandwich. It's just so cute. Like it's
yeah.
very real looking versus just having a bunch of surprise toys that are just random. Like this is like
Mhm.
stuff that we know. So you have the brand recognition there. I love them. I love them. But
And
I
I think
agree, they
they
are
do
taking
connect
over.
with doll collectors as well because like they can hold them. They're very scaled for dolls, so I think that's another thing. Like they are tapping in to those customers.
Hmm.
Me personally, I love that. My mini definitely needs some KFC.
I love it. They're just so cute. It's just so cute.
They're and like I do agree they're really well made. And
Mhm.
yeah. I just love the surprise element. I love unboxing everything and then seeing what I get. So
Yeah. I love it. I love it. All right. So for our last segment here, which we've been doing now for the past couple of weeks, we're going to do an out of the box moment. So for our out of the box moment, I will have Johnny go first.
ooh, okay, I'm excited to talk about this because something that happened this past week, I guess weekend, was Coachella, and so much happened at Coachella. So many iconic moments happened at Coachella. I think for me, one of like the highlights was okay. So, Renee Rapp brought out Kesha for Coachella, and honestly, iconic. I was here for. I wanted to be there so bad. Just the people cheering whenever she came out. Oh, I wish I was there.
Oh, and I know, like, see, like, you have like a connection with her and stuff. Like, I remember her coming out, and I was just like, okay, like, it was never like anything really that exciting to me. To me, it's exciting now to see her come back out because she's been through so much. And just I love that. I love that little like female strong, like coming back and she's doing it and she's on the stage and she's like not giving up. So for that, I think is really, really iconic. I mean, I loved Lana's like entrance on the motorcycle. I think so many people have already
I
said that,
love.
but I just thought she looked great. She looked great. Whatever she's doing, I'm glad it's working because she looks great.
Mhm.
I would say that entrance was my favorite entrance. I didn't really care for her singing with Billie Eilish. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan, so I was kind of like, it's cool, but I'm not like freaking out about it or anything like that.
I would love Coachella, but I kind of feel like I would get overwhelmed. Like, one is expensive, and I've seen videos of like people camp. It just doesn't look like it'll be comfortable. Like they're camping like in their cars and stuff. So I don't know. I just maybe I feel like it's mostly for like the pictures and like the videos and stuff. But I want people to show the rawness of like the bad things they have to go through. Like just I don't know. I glamping. It looks I don't know. I don't know. It's just something that whole experience kind of takes me out. Like I maybe I don't want to go, but when I see the performances, I'm like, I want to be there. I want to be there. And the hotels spike up, so like the hotels are expensive to even rent a hotel there. So I guess camping is the way to go. But I don't know. I don't know. But I did see Yo Gabba Gabba. I love Yo. That's another. I really
Wait,
love
Yo
Yo.
Gabba Gabba,
Yes, Yo Gabba Gabba. Like
like the show Yo Gabba Gabba, like
yes, yes.
what?
The pictures were there. They go like they go to the Vans Warped Tour. They're like lit. They stage. I love Yo Gabba Gabba. That's a show that like I don't care. I'm watching it.
I watched
So
it too. I
yeah,
love it. I think it was so much fun. I had so many like Broby toys back like 10 years ago as
I
well.
still I still have mine. I have plushies. I'm like yeah, obsessed. Still am. I saw a video of someone was dancing with Plex, the robot. It was so cool. They surprised. It's a TikToker, and like he goes up and sings to them. I don't remember his name,
No, I don't
but
know.
like surprised him with Plex, and he started crying. And I'm like, that would be me.
Oh, really?
That
Maybe
would
that
be
was like his
me.
favorite character growing up because like I have to think like yeah, the show was like 10, 15 years ago.
It
When
was
was that?
it's very old. It's still running today, so I
Oh,
mean
it is?
not new episodes, it's just like reruns,
Oh,
but
reruns. Okay,
it's
good. 'Cause I was about to
still
say, I was like, I don't think there's new
mhm,
episodes coming out for that.
it's really popping, and I would die to meet them. My favorite character is Tootie, so shout out to Tootie. She's the blue one.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, no, I didn't even see pictures of that, so that's kind of wild. I did like that there was a lot of like female performers there, a lot of that female empowerment. I was like, okay, I'm living for that. I do like that representation at Coachella this year. I just feel like every artist that I heard about was a young, strong female artist. I'm like, get it, good. I loved
Mhm.
that. Um, I agree with you. Like, I'm not a big outdoorsy person. I have gone to outdoor events. But yeah, I don't like camping. I don't even think I could do glamping at this point. Like, no, if I'm not in a hotel, I'm not comfortable.
I need we're like, we need air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm an air conditioned type of person. I need my elements. Yeah. So for that would be difficult, but it would be cool to see some of these performances live. It's such a different impact versus online on TikTok, you know? So yeah, so I totally get you on there. I don't know. I don't know who's my favorite. I guess I'll just say Lana because I mean I thought Doja Cat looked really cool too. I love like the long hair outfit she had, but yeah.
There's just like a whole production. I like when the artist like there's like a variety. Some people have like a huge production, they have dancers, and then some people just like walk out and just sing, which I like that. I like
Yeah, again I think it has to fit your persona, your performance, and then just who you are in general.
But one thing
Mhm.
that does also turn me off about the Coachella is the food because the food prices are absolutely insane. I wrote
Wild.
down here that, like if you want 3 tacos, it is $19 and you probably need to pay tax with that. So that's a lot of I saw they have dumplings for $18, an acai smoothie for $17. They have a
Wild.
tuna burrito, $21, and a small little cup of curly fries for which
$12 for fries.
yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
I saw a video of like, let me see what the actual portions look like. And it was so small. It was like a small curly fry from like Jack in the Box, and it was $12. And they didn't even look like it.
Well,
Be a lot.
you go
I don't know.
there. knowing this is not a cheap event. You go there knowing you may not be comfortable. But you're there because of who's performing. So it's like you kind of have
Performance,
to,
the audience, and a lot of it is the fashion, like the Instagram pics.
yeah.
They're going for the Instagram pictures. I love the whole. I think this should the bandana on the head, or like really popular this year. I
Mm.
like seeing Tana. Oh my god, see, I would have gone just to like, let me see if I can bump into Tana.
Yeah. Like, is she there with her giant fur boots? Because I saw her do it, and now I've seen like
That's
two
what's
other people do
trendy.
fur
The
boots.
boots. Everyone was wearing the fur boots with a Tara Yummy. We had Tana. We had just so many people wearing the furry boots, and they're very polarizing. Some people love them, and other people are like, "Why are you wearing that?"
To me, it's a winter look mixed with a summer moment,
Hmm.
which is kind of off for me because like I cannot be really hot. Like when I start getting hot, like I'm very uncomfortable. So for me, I look at him like I would just be warm.
Yeah.
My feet would be really warm. Why? But yeah, no, the looks are very, I think a lot of people go there for the content. I mean,
Hmm.
to say you've
Yeah.
been there and to get a good picture, which I don't blame you. I would be doing that too. I'd make sure I have a really cute outfit. Like that would be my first thought is, oh, I can't wait to see somebody there. But wait, what am I wearing?
Yeah. That's.
That's a good out of the box moment. Like you're really hitting it with the current events here. Like you're
I'm
on the
trying to. I'm
current
trying
event.
to. Yeah. I'm trying to keep the events fresh.
And I like people who obviously like, yes, we collect dolls, but we do have other interests and we are into pop culture as well. So a little bit of everything. My out of the box moment is very much an old lady thing, though. So I'm going to bring it back for the old ladies that are listening in, old ladies and gents and theys and thems that are listening. I don't know if anybody else goes through this, but I have gone through this multiple times. And I used to have one friend that I used to perform with, and she would do this all the time, but her aesthetic level was pristine compared to mine. I literally woke up the other night and I was like, I don't like my living room. I'm selling all the furniture. I'm getting all new furniture. And that's what I'm doing. So I order and I'm not just one of these people who will just buy something. I have to thoroughly research. So I thoroughly researched new couches and I found one that I hope would work for me and it's getting delivered this weekend. I'm very excited. And yeah, there's sometimes where I just look at stuff and I'm like, I
Over
need a
it.
new space.
Over it.
I was over
Chop.
it. I was over it. I was like, buy couch, buy chairs. Even though I've had them for a very long time and there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
Well, the couch is a little itchy to me, the texture. So
Oh,
I'm like, okay,
like
bye. But yeah, I'll just walk into a space and I'm like, you know what? New. I need a
we need
facelift in
a
here.
refresh. We need a refresh
Yeah.
sometimes.
And I've talked to other people and they do that too. They're like, sometimes, you know what? I have to get rid of this comforter, the pillows, or like I want a new surroundings. And I know that sometimes will give you that little hit of like dopamine. Like it feels like you're in a new space without having
Mhm.
to like leave.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that. So yeah, so that's been my fun activity for the week. Doing my little like couch shopping and researching and picking colors. Uh
Which I think that's a lot of fun. That's
I
a lot
enjoy
of
I
fun.
love furniture. So that was one thing, like if we ever tap into like other things that we've collected, I did go through a period of time, this is the many years ago, where I collected chairs and I had a lot of weird
I thought you were gonna say you
chairs.
collected couches.
Well, chairs and couches, I mean, it's close, I guess. Yeah, you sit in that. But yeah, I did go through a phase where I still have some very unique. I have one piece. It's a vintage ice cream parlor chair, which is
Oh,
upholstered and has a red heart in the back, and it's all
mm.
upholstered. And I drove very far to pick up that chair. I don't know why I needed that chair, but I still
It
have
was
it.
speaking to you.
It spoke to me, very Queen of Hearts. So I have that chair. So yeah, and I've also customized and I've had upholstered a lot of other vintage chairs too. So I did have a phase that intermixed with my dolls because I was like, oh, I can sit dolls on these giant chairs. Um, so yeah, so that's been my out of the box is changing up my furniture and my surroundings. Does anybody else have that feeling? And I feel like people do. They
I
just,
think people do, especially whenever there's like long periods of time or like maybe like a month or two, because maybe you'll like something in the moment and you're like, I kind of don't like this
yeah.
anymore, or like I outgrew this and
Hmm.
like so I need a new change. And something as simple as maybe like painting the walls, it changes the whole mood.
Facelift.
Like I
Yeah.
I do agree. Some people say that like color attaches to like how you're gonna feel that day. And my room was really dark and I was like more lighty and like I just feel more at peace in here. In
Yeah.
my era right now with the whole white, like it's more bright in here, which I really like. I like that there's more light in here now. So I do agree that sometimes you just need, let's just start over. Let's
Yeah.
refresh this whole room, especially if you're doing it for your house because like that's like your safe space, like where you go like to be calm. So
Mhm.
we need that space.
Yeah, and like 2 years ago, I redid the accent wall in the living room and I made it all like it's called chocolate velvet is the color, and it's all rich and golds and all that, but I never switched out the furniture, so it never really it kind of clashed. It
Yeah.
was very like 70s aesthetic with Victorian, and I'm like, okay, what am I doing here? So so yeah, that had a it got the chop. So yeah, so I'm letting go of some furniture. So if you're in the Florida Orlando area and you want some furniture, uh I'm
Hit me
letting
up.
things go. But yeah, so yeah, I totally agree with you. Like sometimes you just need that little bit, and then I think it'll make me feel a little better. So we'll see. Because I've been going through a lot of other things, and I feel like I was just sitting on the couch the other night, insomniac, and I was like, I really need that's it. I need something. There's something that's happening in this room. It's gonna happen in this room.
Mhm.
But we touched on a lot of different things today. And again, we're so sad that Chloe's not here to share her out of the box moment and her opinions on some of these other doll brands. But make sure to follow us here on YouTube. But we are also available where you can hear us audio, which is going to be like everywhere from like Amazon to Spotify to I think Anchor to Booker. Like I know Robin puts it up on every
We're
audio
everywhere.
platform. We're everywhere. Okay. And then I'm excited to see in the comments what everybody has to say, whether it's about Coachella, your furniture, or just some of the other doll brands that are out. I'm still very
Yeah,
excited
if
to see the
anybody has any
comments.
dolls that they're collecting currently that we didn't mention in this video, let us know so we can take a look at
Yeah.
them.
I would definitely want to hit up on other things. I know like you're really into Living Dead dolls. I feel like we never really tap on that too often. And so yeah, there are other things out there. It's obviously just hard for us to talk about everything every episode, but I think we can start incorporating and doing a little episode here or there where we talk about maybe not the top brands. We love
Yes.
constructive criticism as long as it's messaged positively. So until next time, thank you for everybody to listening.